Hello, Aries. Welcome to your reading. This is a general reading for the sign of Aries, and this is also a timeless reading. So whenever you see it, you are meant to see it. There will be a message in it from Spirit for you. Please only take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Don't force anything to fit, or you'll confuse yourself and make things just so complicated. It's not worth it. So I meditated on your energy, and then I pulled a couple cards, and I got the Sun card and the Devil card. And it's like kind of, I'm getting this energy of like, there's one side of you that is like, like looking looking through the eyes of like innocence and happiness and love, and kind of, like a child, like excited. And then there's this other side of you that's like fearful, and it's like, or there's this toxicity or this illusion or something like that, right? It's like one, the devil on your shoulder and the angel on your other shoulder is what I get. It's kind of what it feels like. All right, let's see what we have for the collective sign of Aries, please. Spirit, tell me what we have for the sign of Aries. And there's your card, King of Wands. Let's see. Definitely owning that King of Wands energy. Something that it's talking about the direction, the places that you're planting seeds. Like, what are you creating? What are you bringing forth? Because you reap what you sow. So let's see what else the Spirit has to say. What's more for Aries, please, Spirit? Oh, and there's the Sun card again. I feel like there is a movement away from things that no longer actually fit or serve you. I feel like there's like this energy of almost like you're defeating this negative, devilish energy, the illusions and the toxicity that you don't need in your life anymore. I feel like you're honestly seeing it for what it is. Yeah, and there's that death, it's that death of that old energy. Death and rebirth, man. Yeah, it's like you won this battle, maybe, or you feel like you've had to battle. There's some type of battle going on where you felt like you had to leave. Or maybe someone left you, but there was like this, and it seems as though like you're kind of, feeling good about yourself and confident as like, look, I got away from this. Yeah, there's definitely some moving on to something different, something not so toxic, I feel like. And there's that devilish energy again. The devil's out here twice. I don't know, man. Maybe this is literally the fact that this is what you need to do. This is calling for a brighter perspective, or like a bigger perspective. It's like, I feel like maybe there's this fight going on within you of which should I do? What should I do, right? You feel like somehow you're held, maybe captive by this energy, but you're really not. It's illusions. It's complete and total illusions. More for Aries, please. And here's the Emperor, which is another Aries card. It's like going from this, for me, the King of Wands is someone who likes to like maybe, sow their wild oats, if you get my drift. And maybe that's part of this whole thing, because it's talking about where you're planting your seeds. Where you're planting your seeds. It's talking about, okay, let me get a little bit more. Give me more for Aries, please. Give me more for Aries. there's some type of something that was maybe that you've kept a secret, or that was secret, something about, there's something that's been going on that maybe you feel like there's a knowing that you need to move forward. There's a knowing that it's time to move on. I feel like somehow you feel, it almost looks like, it's hard to explain this. It's like you're taking what you need and taking off, or that's what's needed, because you're dealing with energies that are very negative, and or this is where you're coming from. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of love coming out of any of this. It seems like there's a lot of there's a lot of mental stuff. There's a lot of illusions. There's illusions to all of this. Give me more for Aries. I'm trying to understand this. It's a very interesting reading. Come on. Oh, my cards are starting to want to go all wonky on me. Let me get another deck. All right, let's see. All right, give me more for Aries, please, Spirit. Give me more for Aries. Give me more for Aries. There's the Sun card for the third fucking time. That is insanity. That's insanity. That is screaming. Either there is a need for a different energy. This is screaming that there's a need, and that there's a knowing that there's a need for that energy. Like, oh shit, I hate when that happens. Yep, something new. There's something that you're looking at. I feel like you're actually seeing this. I feel like you are in the process of this big change, right? And you're really trying to battle this devilish energy. I feel like, but there's it here. I have the devil twice, but I have the Sun 3 times, which tells me that there's more, there's something. It tells me that you're working through this, that you're moving on away from this energy. There's definitely, you're coming into this sense of maybe you got more strength. At first you were the King of Wands, now you're the Emperor, male or female, it doesn't matter. What this tells me is that there's more strength. Maybe that there were things that were things that you hadn't seen before, you're actually seeing now for what they really are. And here's that energy of moving on out of it. There's like it's like something good, something very, very good. Let me see. Give me more for Aries, please. I feel like you're seeing some imbalance that was there was imbalance, or you're bringing something into balance. I feel like you're bringing this energy into balance. You're even balancing out your finances, cutting off the things that don't serve you, or that you're being very decisive, and I think trying to stay out of your emotions, which is why we're not seeing very many cuts. Oh. This is such a strange energy. It's like you're creating something. With the way you're speaking and the precise and decisive actions, and it's like you're creating this future. You actually, here's another card of moving away from something. 6 of Swords going on to calmer waters, right? 8 of Cups, moving away from, leaving behind things that are not emotionally fulfilling. I feel like you're trying to create So what I think is that there is something that happened. Somebody walked away, or something that you had to let go of, and it was like, has something to do with a relationship. Let's see. And you're really in your head about it, like really upset about it. Yes, it's like there are all these burdens. I feel like you're walking away from a relationship that's left you nothing but burdens. I feel like that's what this is all leading up to. It was like knowing what you need to do. Here's this thing that's holding you down or holding you back, right? You're actually taking a look at it, where you're planting your seeds and what exactly you're trying to work towards. And you're bringing this lighthearted energy into the situation, which is helping you to move away from this shit that doesn't work for you anymore, which causes this like death and rebirth, you know, like you're reborn, or you're coming back to life in a new way. You're actually looking at the problems and you're taking what you need and leaving the rest behind. Realizing, seeing the devilish illusion, lies and toxic energy for what it is. So you kind of take out your emotions, and you actually look at this, you know, I feel like from kind of like a higher perspective. You see the bullshit, the illusions, right? And here's the Sun card again. And that's saying that you're choosing that lighthearted energy. You're looking at something differently, and you're going, okay, this is what I want to do. You were definitely looking into the future. You're being decisive, very decisive, and knowing what needs to be cut off and what doesn't need to be, you know, what you want to keep and what you want to get rid of. You're bringing balance into your own situation. And that's not just even like emotionally, that's talking about money too. You're creating all of this. You're getting the strength to walk away from a relationship that's left you stuck in your head for so fucking long. And you're taking, you're like, okay, I'm done. This is all I can deal with, and I'm done dealing, and I'm out of here. Because we have the Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. These are all cards of people who are moving on to something else. Like, enough is enough. What else do we have to say to Aries? Oh, poopy. Alright, let's see. Here's the Emperor card again. The Emperor card again. Yeah, you are definitely running the show. Like, you're coming out looking fierce. There is some serious fierceness right here. It's like the karmic wheel has turned, right? And you're seeing things for what they are, cutting them out completely. You're done with the battle. And let me see what we got here. Yes, and it's creating major strength. You've literally learned some really difficult lessons, but that has created this energy of like you being the star of your own show. Like, you brought this like there's a passion, there's a lesson that you learned. There was some really negative communication, I feel like. But it's like there's a plan. You made a freaking plan. You've decided to cut the bullshit out. You're not even thinking about it. You're really actually doing it. You're making it happen, actively going for this new start. And it's not even about getting into another relationship. It literally looks to me like getting rid of bullshit that doesn't work for you anymore, seeing what does and keeping it, and just getting rid of the stuff that doesn't. That's really cool. Trying to get out of, now, I will say that these things still plague you. It's not like it's going away, you know, and you just don't think about it anymore, but you're working towards something so much different. And it's not a slow moving energy. I feel like this is coming quickly, right? Yeah, this is coming quickly. So That's what I'm getting out of this. That's the energy that I got, is that you're definitely seeing it for what it is, the energies for what they are, and wanting to unlock yourself from that kind of position or situation. I mean, and the other thing is, you could be in this, here's another story that I've got, is like you could be in a situation where you're kind of like very cheerful, happy-go-lucky, kind of like, you know, almost in your own little world, in like this happy land, right? And there's somebody looking at you, but they don't have good intentions, and they're trying to figure out exactly how to get into this situation with you. It's like how, but it's not that easy. I feel like, yeah, because they see that you are moving away from all this bullshit. It's so you're not even like the person that you were a month ago, probably. There is major changes coming in your life, or major changes happening right now, but it's putting you at the top of your game. Like literally at the top of your game. That's pretty cool. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. I hope you got something out of it. And I would really appreciate a like or a subscribe. They're both free. You don't have to pay $1, not a cent for them. And it helps me tremendously get out more messages for the collective. Anyway, I hope that this reading went well for you and that you found something in it. And I will see you in the next one.